Welcome to another live stream on Custom Screen Printing. My name's Wayne. I'm your host, and I hope everyone shows up here tonight to join me on my live stream. And hope everyone joins me. I have to my jack. That was in here. That is weird. See, now one leaves again. Everybody turns it. They always do that to me every time. Unbelievable. And they come back. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with people. I really don't. Looking for a tack I can use. I don't know how that thing got ripped off. Well, hope people come in here tonight because I'm not playing games here. I am a YouTuber and I should get support from people, but lately I haven't been getting support from anybody, so I just have to look at my jacket or my flag. That was weird. Oh, didn't fall. It broke. I hope it's all right. Hey, John, how you doing? I gotta get this share fixed. This is getting ridiculous. I am so tired. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, welcome to the stream there, John. We'll put this avatar on for a minute. Oh. Well, just trying to fix my flag here. This push pin broke on it. Anyway, yeah, I'm here tonight. Last night was a boring stream last night, John. Nobody even came in last night. It was pretty bad, but you know, it is what it is. It's YouTube. You know how it is on YouTube. What's going on, John? How are you doing? How are you tonight? Are you on live right now, John? You visit me and you on live too? Just wondering. Let me put this light a little bit lower. That's better. Yeah, I have a light above my head now. I don't have it near the webcam anymore, so it's up there and top of me, so above my head, so you won't hear it in the webcam. Hope more people come in tonight though, because last night when I came on the live stream, no one even came in last night. It was like, oh my gosh, really? Seriously? I said, hope more people come in tonight, because it's getting ridiculous. All right, So Miss just trying to do a good live stream tonight if I can. So this trying to be a live stream tonight, but I don't know. I don't really know what's going to go on here tonight. So I'm just waiting it out. So I'm just sitting here doing my live stream, and hopefully people come in tonight and be more busy than it was last night because you know I don't know what's going on with people. I don't know if YouTube's kicking people out of my stream or I don't have a clue about what's going on. I don't know what's going on. So just trying to get people to come in here, but it's only early right now, so we'll see. I'm just waiting out. I don't talk until people come in my stream because it isn't easy as it is to become a YouTuber when it comes to getting people to be in here to come in your stream. And you're trying to do a live stream like last night was the most boringest night I ever had when no one came in here. And don't tell me it's going to turn out the same way tonight. If it is, I don't know what I'm going to do. You ever heard of Mint Mobile, everybody? These people are the most biggest liars I ever met, I ever ran into. They say they go around and they advertise, okay? Say that there's $15 a month for their phones. You go on their website, you know what they tell you? That you have to pay $15, $45 extra before you get it. Put my I want to mute my mic for a minute. Hey, Porchman, how you doing, man? What's going on? I just gave my peace of mind to Mint Mobile, the biggest liars that ever run the phone company. Ever heard those commercials on TV? Say they give you $15 a month for their phones, but guess what? They lie. They say you have to pay $45 up front before you can get the $15 plan. So you know, I told them, I said, if you want to lie to people on a commercial, maybe I should report you to the Federal Trade Commission for your false statements of your company and tell them what you're really doing. And how much they lie to people. That's how much liars they are, you know? No one likes lies, you know? So anyway, how you doing there, Porchman? What's going on, man? How's your day been? I'm not up to anything today. I'm just relaxing. But I did get my fan working up here, though. I don't know if you were in here the other day, and I was trying to play Ryan Reynolds. Does Mint Mobile? He's swinging 4 ways, though. Well, you know, here's the whole problem, right? If they say $15 a month, and he's the owner, I like to kick him right in the rear end with my foot. I like to boot him in his rear end real hard. Okay? Let me tell you one thing. If you say something on the commercial, because I can get him in trouble, all right, by the Federal Trade Commission. He goes on the commercial and says, blah, 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 this is $15 a month. Everybody else is expensive, all right? Go on his website. He says $45 up front before you can get to $15 a month. That's bullshit. He's a liar. I went on their website. I looked at it. Yeah, he swings both ways, and I'll give him this big foot right up his rear end too. And I'll make him fly to the air like a football over a goalpost. He's gonna get sued. He's gonna get a big lawsuit on his ass if he don't stop lying to people. He won't have a Mint Mobile. He'll be out of business. He'll be in bankruptcy. He keeps lying like that to everybody. Keeps lying like that, he won't have a business. He'll be in Chapter 11. Keep saying that to people on a commercial. I checked on his website there, Tristan. So you have to have $45 up front before you can have the deal. That's how bad it is. It's how bad it is. You don't lie to people like that and expect people to deal with you. I wouldn't deal with him if his life depended on it. I'd give him a field goal kick over the goalpost. I'm surprised you even know what he's like. I didn't even know. I think you knew who it was who owned it. Now I know. Ryan Reynolds, the one of the name Reynolds, is a bad omen. The name Reynolds, the last name's a bad omen. CEO? Oh my God. A guy named Ryan Reynolds? That's a bad omen, that name. Reynolds. He has no phone number to call them. If you try to figure it out, they'll have to sign up for their plan, and then you get stuck with a $45 charge in your bill. That's not a good idea. That's not good company. Oh, he does he? Yeah, and I play the guy that kicks the football over the stadium at the seat of his pants. If he keeps playing like that, Tristan, he'll get sued for sure. If he wants his first lawsuit, he'll get it. I already gave him my opinion in my Instagram post about his phones. He's a conniving crook. So how would you like? I told him, how would you like me to report you to the Federal Trade Commission for giving false statements in your commercials? I'd be in a lot of trouble. You wouldn't be able to deal with me. Believe me. Plays Deadpool in the superheroes film. What is he playing in the films for if he owns a phone company? What the heck is that about? How come he's playing in a movie he owns a phone company? He's trying to make money off of phones. He must be a dumbass. He must be a real dumbass or something. Maybe he's related to the jackass. Maybe he's related to the jackass, the donkey. That's the matter. Maybe that's what he's mad. Maybe that's he's related to a jackass. I don't know. I wouldn't deal with his phone company. Yeah, but not lie about it. Not lie about the price and you go on his website, say you have to put $45 down before you get the $15 plan. Come on. Who do you think you're stupid? Who do you think you're playing with? I told him right in the opinion on Instagram. I gave him the piece of my mind to him on Instagram. I let him have it too, and I told him, if you don't like it, tough sugar. I don't care. Tough. I don't care if he likes it or not. I don't care about The Rock either. He can go back where he came from too. I don't care about The Rock either. He's another actor that's trying to make a statement for himself too. Do you deal with his phones, Tristan? Do you deal with Mint Mobile? Do you deal with Mint Mobile, Tristan? Yes or no? Good for you. Don't deal with him. Don't deal with a crook like that. I'll tell you, it ain't worth it. Ah, I had to sneeze. I like Straight Talk myself though. I'm getting my Straight Talk phone back. So when we get back. Oh, excuse me. Want to come up to the panel, Tristan, or what? Let me know if you want to come up. And I'll let you up if you want to come up. Okay, let me give you the link. My good old light up here. A good old light with a fan on it. Ugh. Hey, Gage Me and Skill Garage. How you doing, bud? How you feeling?
How's it going?
Want to see my light?
Sure. Heck yeah.
Let me get this thing off here first. See?
Oh, there we go. That's good.
I put that up, you know.
Hell yeah.
I put that up.
I went to a rock festival yesterday. It was a mess.
Yeah.
It was a complete mess.
Oh, really?
Well, it started being from 25 minutes behind to 2 hours behind of everybody.
Oh, gee. What are they doing? Smoking pot?
The final act of the night, Joan Jett, she was so drugged and high. They
Oh,
had to
gee.
they had to take her guitar away from
Oh,
her.
my God.
And then she starts mumbling and start going off saying things she's not supposed to say. And it was ridiculous.
Why is she taking drugs? She don't usually do that. What's she taking dope for?
She and then she was snorting stuff on stage and it was ridiculous. And I honestly thought there was a few times I thought she was gonna collapse dead.
Jeez. How old is she now, Christian? She's
She's
up in age.
she's 65.
Why is she doping up that old? What the heck?
Yeah, she's
Why is she, why is she doping it up when she's that old?
I don't know.
Oh,
Then I had we were at some comedy show for it was part of the rock festival, so we went upstairs to a comedy show. What they were saying was not funny whatsoever. It was some of the most vulgar stuff I've heard ever.
all right.
I
Don't
mean,
say it on here, though.
I'm not. The first thing I said to the podcast guy was, "Hey, it was like some rock podcast guy. Hey, what do you think of the band Wasp? What do you think about that?" He flat out says, "Oh, that's not considered real rock and roll."
Hmm.
And then the guy went on stage and he started bashing Kiss and Motley Crue, two of my favorite bands,
Oh, jeez.
and he would not shut up. It was so annoying.
They should throw the apple at his head and ran off.
Yeah, I mean it was ridiculous. It was a mess. There was a couple bands I like. Of course, they were cut short.
Oh, because of her, right?
Because of course they were behind all day. I did get some cool stuff though. I'm not gonna lie. I
Well,
got
I'm glad you're feeling better, Jace. I'm glad you're feeling a lot better.
I got this Ace Frehley necklace right here.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then I don't know how to flip this around or anything, but hold on. Camera.
Settings. Go into settings.
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
there? You see it?
Yeah, I see it. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a little Kiss DVD/CD.
Hmm.
That was cool.
Yeah. So she was high as a kite at that age. Shame
Oh
on
yeah,
her.
she was high as a kite. I mean, I honestly thought she was gonna I literally DFO on stage.
Yeah, right.
And she was, and then it looked like she was so lost and like she was gonna fall asleep and collapse. It was crazy.
Hmm. Well, I guess that she shouldn't sing anymore. She's gonna go on stage acting like that. Shame on her. At that age, and you're singing, you're doing that. Stupid.
Yeah.
She must be on drugs all the time. She must be hooked on something.
And then you had the rock podcaster who was bashing all the favorite bands, talking about
Hey, Angel, how you doing?
he was talking about all the male rock members of Poison and Twisted Sister, how he wanted to do things. That's all I'll say.
Oh my God.
It was to a front man of a band. It was ridiculous.
It's like someone can throw things at him when he's on stage. Someone would have blocked him with something.
And everybody in the audience thought it was hilarious. I was the only one who was like, this
Oh,
isn't funny at all. This is just disgusting and weird.
see, some people are weird. They don't care. They have no respect for any of them. They just want to listen
Yeah.
to garbage. See my remote control?
Well, I see it, yeah.
to that thing up above on my head. I built it.
Yeah.
Let me show you another. I'll take a picture of this and show you what it looks like, and I'll show you on the screen.
Yeah.
Take another picture of this here. Yeah, take it. There it is. All right, here's the picture right here. Show you this. Let me take my granite at the back. Hey, Howie, how you doing? You take this back screen off here for a minute.
All right.
And I'll show you what it looks like here. Put it in there. This is what it looks like right here. See it? Get out of here. You see the back screen? Jeez. Here it is right here.
Oh yeah.
See the little 2x4s up there?
Yeah, I see them. Yeah, they good.
I put that all together last night.
That's cool.
And the light doesn't run off much electricity either. It's a fan and the light at the same time.
Yeah. Hey, Hero Patriot, what's up?
What's going on, Elliot? I broke an old lamp to make that, you know.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
took an old lamp out and took the wires out of it and rewired it.
That's
And put it
good.
up and set it all up.
That is good.
Because you know what that is? It's a bulb with a, it used to, you know how those old lights used to have one bulb on it? And
Yeah.
you twist them on the lamp? That's what that
Right.
is. But no lights are made that way anymore. So you have to,
That's all that plastic stuff now.
yeah, that's what that thing is sitting around. Why don't you come up in the panel there, Elliot? The link's in the description. You give you a link. You want to come up? I'll give you the link again. Sitting near board. Why are you sitting near board, bud? Come up and talk with us.
Put some clothes away. Today's laundry day. I'm gonna go back to work
Here's
tomorrow.
the link. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
What have you been doing? Hiding away from work?
That was the weekend, so I had it off.
Oh, I thought you were hiding something. Hiding away somewhere.
No, I had some jeans.
You're long and carrying around a bunch of jeans around the house.
Yeah.
Like you don't know where to put them.
Yeah.
That's what this light can do. It keeps the green screen from disappearing.
Yeah.
So I guess I need a lot of light when I'm using that green screen.
Yeah.
See, now it doesn't sound like I'm underwater now. You can't hear the fan now. It ain't hitting the webcam now, so you don't hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna do some laundry, right?
Yeah, some laundry.
That's the clothes you were carrying to the machine?
Yeah, I put the dry jeans in my closet.
Oh, okay.
I'm putting the stuff in the washer and the dryer.
Mhm.
That's good.
A skylight? Is that a light above your head? Is that a skylight? It's a light.
It's an LED light.
Oh, okay. It is a light. Okay.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the skylight looks like that too.
Yeah.
And
There we go.
Camaro painted. It's bright yellow. Molars done. Okay. Can't wait to see that one, Case. It's going to be interesting. You always do good work.
I may go for a little walk later on.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Walk around the neighborhood.
Okay.
That's good.
Look around for some girls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
At that rock festival, hey, there was some pretty good ones actually.
Aren't
I
they
kid you
always?
not, there was some good ones.
Aren't they always there when they're in the rock festival? They always see the gorgeous one.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Welcome.
they were some of them were like 10 years older than me. Like 30
Oh,
something.
okay.
I don't know. I know no 20-year-old knows those bands except for me.
Hmm.
Because everybody my age listens to the pop stuff. They don't listen to any rock.
Oh,
Like if I asked anybody my age who Ace Frehley is, they'd probably be like, I don't know who that is.
huh. Hmm. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
Oh
Especially,
yeah.
especially we're all used to the 70s music, and you don't know who the new guys are.
But
Uh-oh. Oh, boy, he went dark. He got lost in his own little darkness. He got knocked off. Oh, my God, Tristan. What is going on? You must have too much to drink, too. I know who Ace is. I was born in the 70s. Yeah. Who are you talking about? I know all the 70 groups, but you know, but all the 70 music was crazy in those days too. Well, crazy in those days. The 70 music was kind of weird. The lyrics were kind of weird, you know, the whole bit. But oh, I thought you knocked yourself off. Oh, okay. It was funny how you disappeared. That was all. That was a lot of laughs. But you know, but the music's pretty good now. You know, some music's good now. Some old music is, some stuff is good, but not everything. I got some music bands I like listening to, but it's no fun anymore like it used to be. You know, it's no fun anymore. It used to be really fun listening to them now. It's all rap and all sappy music and rap and everything. But I don't know. Yeah, the old stuff is better. The new stuff is crap. But you know, I gotta put my video up pretty soon too. I was supposed to put it up a couple of days ago. I never got a chance to put it up yet. I might put it up tonight. It might get a little bit of views on it, but hey, I always do anyway. People don't appreciate screen printing on this YouTube platform. But wait till they see my new equipment's coming. That will change their mind considerably because I bought something new, a new equipment from China there, Jace. And I bought some new equipment from them. And I think they'll think that's fascinating when they see it. But yeah, I already got the preparation on in my studio for it already, so it's an essential thing to have in your printing studio when you're doing shirts. That's how far I'll go on that one. But when you see it, you'll have a video up on my channel, and I'll show it on my channel. I'll have a what do you call an event. You know, they put a live stream, a video on. They think it's live, a live event, but it isn't. But it cost me some good money for it, though. It cost me $145 for the equipment, but it wasn't bad. It was worth it. It was very much worth it, and I always wanted one of those, so I finally bought it. So I'm glad. But it was worth every penny. I earned the money, and it's gonna pay back in the long run. I'm gonna make a lot of money from it. So, but I'm looking forward to using it. I got a fan above my head right up here with the light. So here, I'll show you the picture, guys. Look at this. Look at the picture. See that? Oops. Hey, Elliot, come on in. Hold on, let me get you here. Let me show you my light.
Hey, what's going on, my friend?
Here's the light. See, I built that. See the light?
Okay. Hang on, let me move my camera.
The fan and everything.
Hold on, let me close the other out. I forgot to close the other browser out. I'm trying to see it. Let me show it to me again. Camera was in the way.
See?
Yeah. LED fan. I heard you talking about that. Yeah, the other day.
Yeah, and the fan and the light. I used to have it above my monitor, and everybody said it sounded like I was out under the bridge.
Oh, I heard the other day, man. It was like you were drowning in a lake, and the mic was in the water.
It's way over. It's away from the monitor. Now it sounds better. You can't hear that here.
Yeah. Man, I hadn't been live in almost a month.
It's my remote control too. See it?
Yeah. Nice. I need some new fans over my.
It's like a light bulb, Elliot. If you have a light on your ceiling, you can screw it in.
Right.
It's a fan and the light mixed in, and you can use a remote control on it.
Mm-hmm. Where did you buy it at?
My brother got it for me. I think it's from a Chinese website that sold it. I think everything comes from China anyway, but they have a U.S. shipping thing. My new equipment I bought the other day, it comes from China. I bought it from them. It cost me $145 for it, but it was worth it.
Right.
Because it's going to pay off in the long way. Where you see it, you'll probably want one too. So you see what it is. It produces an item.
I would like to buy American, but I do buy China stuff, and I admit you have to. There's no way around it sometimes.
I had a good representative representing me too, a lady, and her name was Sophie, and she was a good representative to deal with because she was a really good talker, and she talking to me about it. And I said, I want the red one. I don't want the blue. They have different colors. And they said the blue one's all out. We don't have them anymore because I know who bought them. They don't sell them very expensive, but the big companies buy all the equipment out, and I know who bought that item because they jacked up to $400 a whack. And me and my brother was talking about them. I said, hope the hell they never sell them you have to drop their price. They didn't pay much for that. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So what is that? Where are you now? You're in the same area, right?
Pardon?
That looks like a storage closet. Where are you?
I'm in the same area, same place,
Did you
same
do some
same room,
rearranging?
same room and everything.
Did you do some rearranging in there or something? I never seen that.
No, no, I
That
got a
cabinet
flag.
behind you. It didn't look familiar.
I've had that cabinet back there for a long time, hung up there.
I don't know if you did something to it. It looks different.
Let me see. No, it's just piled up. That's for sure. I'm gonna take all that down, and I'm gonna build some plywood kitchen grade shelves up there. Just no doors, no nothing.
Oh,
Hutches, to put little knickknacks in for looks.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna put product dye, reloading gear. I'm just gonna put knickknacks to show up. Like I don't know. Find a place for stickers. Find a place maybe for a flag.
So what's in the back? What's in that on the shelf? All your equipment to make your
I got yes, scale up there, oil, stuff like that, brushes for cleaning guns.
to put it somewhere else, like
Yeah.
put a cabinet just for that.
I got a ton of these. These are fairly expensive. I'm gonna show you these.
Watch yourself.
See these big bins you hang on a thing?
Yeah.
Those actually hang on a wall. You can buy a little thing, a metal thing, or plastic, and you can hang them on the wall.
Oh,
I got a ton of them used from my brother-in-law. I mean, a ton of them.
well, get the rack and hang them on the wall. Then put your gun stuff in.
I gotta buy
That's
the rack.
what
Yeah, I gotta buy the rack, and I'm gonna clear that wall out because I want the wall to look. I'm gonna have Mickey Mouse on the wall and some knickknacks, American Eagle. And all that.
Okay.
Instead of seeing all that garbage, it'll be more for decorative
Yeah,
purposes.
but that ain't garbage to you though.
See, up there's my reloading books, like right there.
No, but they ain't garbage to you though. They're something valuable to you.
Yeah, everything's valuable. It's all piled up like garbage.
Why you could call it garbage if it's valuable to you though?
It's just a lot of stuff.
Too much piling up, right?
Yeah, it has no look. I want to get it where it looks really nice back there with
You got
knickknacks and
lazy and
stuff.
wanted to put it out, just put it over there like everybody
Yeah,
else.
I got an imaged up hole, so I got to get it looking right one day where I can
So
run if
you
I do a
got
live.
lazy. Hey, you got lazy out and let it pile up.
Yeah, I'm in this area. I'm listening to my girls back there in the living room while we're talking. So they're singing. They're
Oh, my
singing
God.
George Harrison song and what else they singing? The new Beatles song that they did that John Lennon was singing.
Oh,
They actually pulled the tape from Yoko years ago and put it together and was able to extract his voice on it. Man, it's a good song they do too. Now and Then, it is awesome.
Mm.
See, if I put them on, they typically run for about an hour, maybe sometimes or so, and then all of a sudden YouTube may kick me to another band. But I listen to everything though. I listen to all kinds of rock and roll. Red Rider, Lunatic Fringe, Stones. Who else?
Cindy Lauper, right?
Yeah, sometimes her. Who else do
I seen her
listen
on the
to?
commercial the other day. And I said,
I-
"There's Elliott's girlfriend, Cindy Lauper."
yeah, I heard you. Yeah.
I said, "Oh, she's old." He said, "I said, you're not so sweet chicken either."
I miss live streaming because I ain't hung out with the guys and ain't really did much talking
I
lately.
just pick on you. That's all. Everybody's how we're doing.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know. It's cool.
Young girls are all right. They're something, ain't they?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, they can play.
So now you said you won't deal with that guy anymore because he takes too long, huh?
Pardon?
You said that guy's doing your car. You ain't gonna deal with him anymore, huh?
Everything. Well, he's had everything since July, end of July. Every part. I finally took the last part in July, which is I could have got it in there a month earlier, but I took my time too. Believe it or not, painting the intake. I wanted to go ahead and recoat the intake and seal it, so I put Alumablast on it, even though it was aluminum, and cleaned it, of course. Then I wanted to seal it for oxidation. Then I put after Alumablast, I clear coated it with a 300 degree or 500 degree clear coat.
So what is he doing to it now?
He's assembling. He has to assemble part of the entire block, part of it. You can't put the block in there assembled. You have to put the oil pan on, timing chain. You can put the manifold on, and then you put the bolts on the heads, and then you lower it into the car. And then you can start. And he can also put some of the front parts on, like the alternator, water pump,
Where's
stuff like that.
run?
But he has to leave the top off. The plenum runner tubes, it has to be blank. And then he hooks 2 bolts, 3/8 bolts on each end of the heads, and he lowers it in. Then he completes it. Runs the spark plug
What is he
wires.
doing right now? What is it? What is he doing to it?
It's probably assembling the engine, I suspect. Last time I spoke to him, he was going to be putting the engine together.
I hope
And,
he did it.
And you can only put it together like 3/4 of the way. I mean, you can't do it all the way. And then you
Well,
drop it in there. Once you drop it in the car, then you got to go prime it. And when you prime the oil,
Yeah, I
then
know.
you put the distributor in, hook up the manifold, hook up, wiring and everything, buddy. And then it's put in the antifreeze.
For your
Boom,
sake,
boom,
I hope he did all that. All right. For your sake, I hope he did it. He didn't
Yeah,
talk.
he does a lot of cars like this. So he's it's not like he don't need any practice. He can do it in his sleep. I mean, he just does car after
Yeah,
car.
but why don't he didn't talk to his butt, and didn't do anything.
He does a lot of even 1960 classic cars. Yeah. 57 Chevys, 60 something, 69 Darts.
He does too much at some time. You told me he does too much, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, he takes in a ton, and that way he's got it in a line. And because he does it that way, he makes a ton of money on pulling motors and putting them in. He charges $2,500 to pull a motor and put it in. Of course, assemble it and partially you have to partially disassemble to pull a motor, and you partially put it back together to put it in a car. So figure if he does 4 cars, that's $10,000.
Yeah, he just 4 cars and puts yours
Just
on
4.
the side.
So
Makes you wait and drives you nuts.
yeah, because he'll pull a motor, roll it around back, pull another motor, roll it around back, pull another motor, roll it around back. And doing it that way, he's able to, go ahead and take this motor and that motor to the machine shop, whatever the customer wants to do with it. In my case, I took it to the machine shop myself. I went down there, picked it up, took it to the machine shop, talked to the machine shop, told them what I wanted, which,
Oh my God.
I took charge of my own machine shop issue. I didn't let him call and let him decide what to do to my motor. I decided what I wanted done to my motor.
Yeah, but you already got that done. So
Yeah.
why doesn't the guy put the thing together?
He has the Mini in there. When I get, he's probably got four cars in there, 5 cars working at one time. He's got 3 people. Yeah. Matter of fact, when I sent him the part a month and a half ago, oh gosh, sometime in July, he already was his third worker, which he just hired. He was pulling a Chevy truck engine right there in front of me. Boy, it swung out of the dang thing, swung down on the ground, and I said, "Oh, there's a Chevy short block, 350 probably." He said, "Yep." He still had the oil, filter on it.
Oh my God.
Painted orange too, Chevy orange.
Jeez.
Mine is Chevy black. Semi-gloss.
If I'm ever going to see that Corvette or what? You think in the next 2025?
I think in next month or 2 I'll have it. Yeah.
All right, I'll do this for you. I'll cross
Yeah.
my fingers for you.
I'm hoping
Okay.
by October, I may have it. Yeah, I'm thinking.
If you don't
He's
get
already
mad-
assembling
Oh,
it. See, he's also going to paint my chassis, part of it. I went and took all that down. I took the paper, the paint I wanted done, and,
okay.
the sandpaper sponge and all that. And I said, paint part of the chassis, at least where the motor sits. And when I get it, I'll finish the chassis at home at a later date. I said, but I can't get to the part. See, he won't allow me to come down there and do that because it's insurance reasons. If I come in there and raise the hood and get hurt, he can get sued. So.
Oh, okay. So all that stuff you got to do to that car, and you've been waiting for so long.
16, 17 months, I think, before it's over. Yeah, a long time. Yeah, long time.
I'm right
Yeah,
back out.
I actually took it out of the shop, and I got it day before Thanksgiving. The motor was completed by the machine shop. Long block. Cost me $2,320 or $40. I can't remember. I got it balanced. Crank was balanced, drilled and balanced. It's called a lower level balance. It'll actually run. I can run at a higher RPM now and not have vibration and probably not blow the engine now. And my pistons, when he took the motor apart, everything was like new. Pistons were like new. The rings were still new. The cylinders mic'd out like new. And I've told this story before. He called me down and he says, "What's the story on this?" I said, 14,000 original miles. He said, "It don't look like it's ever been cranked hardly." I said, "Yeah, I know." And I said, I wondered if that was true. And he said, "Yeah." I said, "It's set for 30 years. Nobody drove it 14,000 miles." And he just basically honed it, cleaned the interior of the block, put main bearings, stock bearings in, stock rings in, and that's it. And he did the upgrade for me on the valve springs. I had that upgraded, brand new valve springs, and I also had, what else was I had? Brass plugs. I had brass water plugs put in instead of steel. What else did I do? He put a new timing chain, a single tooth timing chain. I had a really nice double roller on it too from the factory. Double roller. He took that off. Didn't need to be. I wished he would have asked me. I'd have said leave it alone, but he went and put me a single roller, which has got big old giant teeth on it. And they say it's quieter and it runs really good even with high horsepower. So he put that on. I didn't agree to it, but he put it on.
Oh, he didn't ask you?
Yeah, a lot of people love double roller timing chains, especially on sports cars.
He didn't ask you before he took it out? Oh,
No, because really he's in there doing. I know he's so he's been in 50 years, and he's one of those kind of he knows his stuff. He's not a know-it-all, but he knows what he knows, and that's good stuff. But he kind of does what he wants to the motor. Like he refused to put brand new pistons in because, for example, he said you don't need it. The clearance is tighter now than if I put the aftermarket pistons in. I said okay, that's good. I said don't even put the pistons in. I'm happy. That's fine. It cost me less money too. See.
Yeah.
So he just kind of went through it and cleaned the block out, re-mic'd everything, made sure what it mic'd out to, and it didn't do a lot. Like I said, just a minor hone, stock ring, stock inserts, stock main bearings, and brand new oil pump, of course, stock, no high pressure or high volume.
So what filling gets out though, wouldn't it? It would be like new, right?
Oh yeah. The motor was like new even before it was taken down. I suspect what was happening in it, and I've said this to you and a lot of people. I suspect the roller lifters were kind of sticky from setting for 30-something years, and it was causing a tap.
Oh, okay.
Not a knot, but a tap, almost like a ball peen hammer hitting each other.
Yeah.
And I had brand new. Oh, he did do that. Yeah, he put me. I requested a brand new roller lifters. He put Johnson Tappet at USA lifters in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's got that. So I'm ready to roll, man. When it's primed and it gets the antifreeze in it and all that, and gets everything hooked up and it cranks, hot dog. I'm ready to roll. And I'll do a video of a burnout. I'll set my camera out there, and I'll do a burnout on the street here for you all and post it.
Yeah, I know where you'll end up too, right up in Austria with those two ladies sitting there listening to them.
If they had a road to their house, I would drive straight to it.
It would do.
Knock on that door and say, "Let's party." I mean, listen to
Say,
your play.
who the hell
Serenade me. Play some love songs.
If they say to you, who are you, Grandpa? They'll say to you, will you say that?
I'll tell them, man. I said, if I was 30 years older or 40, I said I would blow your mind. But I'm an old man now.
The sugar daddy. That's you.
Well, they're sugar daddy. They're in their 30s now. You know, they were back. Some of the video you seen was several years back, like a Cavern Club. I know you watched them. You watched them play in a Cavern Club, right?
Yeah, I liked it too.
Boy, they did good in that Cavern Club. Boy, they
That
rock.
drummer, man, could do some good playing, man. That guy knows how to play his drums, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I miss that old stuff. I grew up as a kid listening to that stuff, Wayne. So I mean, I miss that music, man. The harmonies,
I like how he did that
instruments.
Beatle tune with the guy with the drums. Like he played this like Ringo Starr. He did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Yeah, he did.
It was kind of cool that place, man. How they played. They're really good girls, and how they play good.
Oh yeah, they were born with a guitar in their arms when
Yeah,
they were
but
kids.
so the father owns a recording studio. They said.
Yeah, I was just watching him. He was just singing a duo, three of them just a while ago.
They practice in his studio all the time. They can because he don't charge them anything. He lets them use it.
Yeah,
So they're in pretty good shape.
well, they're in UK now, so they'd probably have to fly back to use the studio, do an album at that point. But yeah, they're in the UK. They said they're going to stay there for quite a while, past few years. I don't know how many years they've been there, but that's where they moved. More
Hey,
music.
Elliot,
Yeah.
Well, they come to see you for a change. Well, they say, "Hi, Elliot."
I told them they rock. I said, "You girls rock," and commented. They did they never commented, but that's okay. I ain't worried about that.
Well, they come down and say hi to you.
I just wish I was 40 years old again. Well, 40 years old. What would I give? I'd give $1 million to be 40 years old again. I ain't kidding.
Sorry, that don't come that way.
No. Time is one thing about life, and I've said this: time is more. Kids don't realize it. Young people, time is more valuable than money. I am
Oh, I
not
know.
kidding you. Nobody can buy it. Don't matter how rich you are.
That's right.
It comes and goes quick.
All the kids do is kill themselves.
One day you're young and checking out girls in their 20s and 30s. The next minute you're older and having to check out women in their 50s and 60s.
Checking out loud, Cindy Lauper, right?
Yeah, I've seen her latest one. Looks like she's had some plastic surgery. Yeah.
I know, but man, I'm telling you, make me laugh. You said, "Oh, she's old." I'm like, "You're no more."
But, in the 80s, actually in the 90s, as she aged, she got really good looking, really pretty. When she was young, she was kind of goofy sounding, had that accent really strange
Yeah, I
and
know.
crazy
She
hair.
did a lot. Why did
Yeah.
her face do something to her face? She didn't need to do that, did she?
Probably her being 70, she probably got things she didn't like and she just went ahead and did it. Quite a few people seem to do that in the business.
Yeah, some people ruin their looks too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mostly, a lot of women, especially when they hit around their 50s and 60s, they start doing minor cosmetic. And Priscilla, she had it done. Lisa Marie Presley had it done before she died. Yeah, she lost a ton of weight, I think 50, 75 pounds. She had it done too.
Let me ask you a question. Why do they keep saying that the upstairs room of Elvis Presley is off for the public, and they said that he lived up there? That's a bunch of.
Said that what now? Excuse me.
He said his upper room of his mansion.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't allowed no one to go up there, and they claim that someone was up there talking to somebody.
They do go up there sometimes when they're doing the tours. Lisa Marie and her kids sometimes would be upstairs, and then when the tour would close, they'd go downstairs and eat in the dining room. So they would hang out up there.
Somebody said that when someone went up there, they heard someone talking to somebody up in that room.
Yeah, family does go in that room. Family still goes in the room. At least
So the guy said that sounded like Elvis talking to him.
No, that's rumor.
Oh,
Elvis would be so dang old he couldn't hardly talk. Think about that. He'd be old as dirt. But
the way he lived his life, he can't be alive. He's gone.
No. Yeah, he had a lot of problems. They say they think he had bone cancer, emphysema, impacted colon. Yeah, he had a 9-foot colon. And,
he was in bad health.
Yeah, bad boy. He took a lot of prednisone, a lot of Demerol shots, about 9 a day. And, it wasn't him, though. You got to realize, with the doctors, they took advantage of that man and killed him, is what they did. He trusted doctors. He had a big trust. No, he thought they were, would help him.
I know.
So a lot of it, I think, was being naive, to be honest with you. And Priscilla mentioned it one time, said in a lot of ways, Elvis was naive about some things.
It was easy to be led on, too.
Yeah. And the doctor, back, especially in those days, man, speed was normal. Amphetamine was given to housewives in 1968, 1970, 71, 72.
Hey, Kate, go on up. The link's in there.
But anyway, enough of that. Cajun Coin Hunter, how you doing, man?
It's crazy how they just put drugs into him. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
He was relying on them, totally relying on those drugs.
And it went slowly over the years. Started out taking a few sleeping pills at bedtime. He had insomnia. And then as he toured, he couldn't get awake, so then he had to have some amphetamine to wake him up to do a show. And it was a vicious cycle he got himself into.
I know, it showed it.
Yeah. Man, I'm going to tell you this. The way the man worked 2 shows a night for 30 days and sometimes 3, most people cannot handle that. It burns them out quick. And the only way he could do it really was, in the early days, was amphetamine, to be honest with you. There's no way nobody could do that kind of.
Take an upper to stay up, huh?
Yeah. And back then, uppers were normal. They were legal. They were prescribed. Doctors would give it to wives. Like I said, it was it's hard for us to realize it, but it was just a common pill.
You used to give it to the Air Force pilots, someone told me.
Mm-hmm.
They can keep awake when they're up there in the planes.
Yeah, truck drivers used to use them when I was a child. My mother had a friend. He was a truck driver. He had a heart attack, and we believe even then that the amphetamine killed him. He would do long trips and take medicine, amphetamine to stay awake. and he died, I think, in his 49 or 50.
That's too young.
Yeah, and I was a child at that time, so it was real common in America. And, according to Elvis's father, he did quit that stuff. I think Joe Esposito said that went on, I think, about 15 years. He said we went for a long time, boy, doing uppers and downers from the doctor.
Jeez.
Yeah, but
That
he
looks
did.
so
Quit,
Carl
but
Perkins,
he did quit uppers though. In the end, he got away from it.
Carl Perkins died because he was a heavy drinker and he used to pop or get high and stuff. It killed
Yeah.
him too. 3 strokes killed him.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason,
Yeah,
what's going on, man?
heavy drinking will kill you for sure. I know a guy got stomach cancer down here locally, and it's about the time he turned 70, he had stomach cancer. He'd been having stomach trouble for several years,
Mm.
and he's passed away now. He loved golf, and matter of fact, he drove my first Corvette back in '95.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was in a bar, and I just bought it. It was 30,000 original miles, so it was like brand new, and it was what was it? Charcoal metal flake, kind of a deep dark brown where you can see tiny little metal flakes underneath it. And, he said something about, "Hey man, let me drive it." And I threw him the keys. We walked out and we went around the neighborhoods and stuff, and I let him take it for a spin. And I missed that car, boy. That car was better than the car I got. Now it actually had the Bose Gold system, which is 50 watts per channel. I'm going to actually put a radio in there, and I'm going to try to minimum do 50 watts per channel, which is 200 watts for the whole car, minimum. If I can do 75 per watt channel, I probably would. But I'm going to at least get 50. Factory, mine right now does only 20 watts per channel, and that's pathetic. That's 80 watts total.
Yeah.
Versus 200.
So, Keisha, how's it sound now?
Well, it's bad. The radio's bad. I got to have capacitors redone, send it to Florida, and they're going to have to open it up and redo it. And I may bag it and buy an aftermarket from Crutchfield. This 200 watts, 50 watts per channel, and I may put it in. I'm going to take the speakers out, ship them to Florida. They're going to take the amplifiers out that's hooked to the speakers, and they're going to do the capacitors in the amplifiers, and they're going to send them back to me, and I'll install them back in the doors, and then I may do the aftermarket 200 watt system, put that in, and I'll keep the old radio in case I sell it. That way it can go out OEM, factory. So, but I don't like 20 watts. I do not like a 20 watt radio per channel. I don't like it at all.
I've got one of them old console radio stereos, cabinet style.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a big piece of furniture from years ago. It's got the 8-track in it. You open the lid.
Mm-hmm.
Got your turntable, AM, FM radio. Actually, stereo at that too. It was made in that stereo in the 70s. So, because this is from 73, I think, 74. This one. It's got the radio in there works, turntable works, everything. The dial string is so I need to get some the braided fishing line works good for dial string.
I see you come in there, Cajun. How come my camera's blocking you? All of a sudden I quit talking. There you are. Have to put it, fortunately, right in front of the friggin' screen to be able to look, straight at it. But,
How you doing, AR?
You're doing pretty good, man.
So why don't you just cap that yourself? Recap it yourself.
I don't know. I'm not that good at soldering, and I don't know the Bose system that well. Yeah, and I discovered.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 6 soldering irons over here, and but each one's for a different purpose. Like T12 technology, right here. The T12 technology.
Yeah. Okay.
Easy change. D24 tip, 2.4 mil. I've got the ISs, which are the curved, needle point fine curve for surface mount devices, surface mount soldering. I've got a small 210, which is the smallest one they make, more or less. That's out there. That's at a reasonable, $300 price. And the tips are about that long, and they finer than these right here, like this one. There's another T12 tip.
Yeah, nice.
It's curved and needle point.
Cajun, I can buy the amplifiers online from a lot of people. The problem is most of them are taken out of Cadillacs, and they're not tuned to properly sound right in a Corvette, believe it or not. And that's why I'm taking mine out and send it straight. I discovered this guy on YouTube. I forget what the channel is, but I got it marked. And I called him a few years ago. He said it's going to cost me like $650. He'll rebuild the rear speakers, 2 rear, the 2 front, and the radio. And I got to ship it down there and ship it back. I think it's $200. He'll do the radio. And he said he don't do the cassette. If that's bad, it's bad. And I said, no, well, mine was good, and I think it quit working. And I don't really use a cassette anyway, so I'm not worried about it. I'm going to put a plug-in in there, and I'm going to use Sirius radio, so.
The Jay's Mini Skill Garage said something in here. Read that, Elliot, what he said.
What's
See
that?
what he said? Jay's Mini Skill Garage said something
See,
about
I had a Monte Carlo with 25. Oh, wow. 612s, 410s. Couldn't keep. Wow, yeah.
Monte
Yeah,
Carlo.
I have to have at least 200 watts. I mean, that's what I liked in my original 89 when I was 40, and I want to at least have that. And the radio I got.
He's gonna redo the speakers too, the cones in the speakers.
Only the amplifiers is attached to them has to be redone.
Oh, he's not gonna redo the speakers.
No, they're like new. Yeah, they're still, believe it or not, for 30 years, they're still really good shape.
Oh,
So he's gonna go in there and he'll redo the amps. Then he'll take the radio apart and put the capacitors, redo. And he said they were known to leak after a decade or two,
yeah. Well, leak.
or what swell, whatever they
There's
do.
2 ways to that. Okay, because I'm in electronics myself. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I work on radios and TVs and VCRs,
Wow.
stuff like that. I do all that too.
Cool.
I've had a radio shop for over 20 years,
Wow.
and I'm getting back into it now. Yeah, I've got my bench over there. I've got, oh Lord, thousands of dollars of test equipment and repair equipment on there. But there's 2 ways on leaky capacitors. They leak electronically, okay, and physically, like leak liquid out the electrolyte, but mostly they dry up. That's when they leak electronically, and they turn into a resistor. So you put loads on instead of filtering and charge buildup, keeping a constant current. You actually putting a load on everything, and that's why some things act funny and not work right.
Mm-hmm. He's real good. He's got how to take he's even got video online, YouTube, how to take the door panels off, how to take the radios out. So he gives instructions, And I'm gonna call him again here in a few weeks and see if he still does it. And he'll actually put the radio back sounding just as good as it was the day it rolled off the showroom floor.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he restores it totally.
I know a few radio guys. Now this is home stereo?
No, car.
Oh, for a car.
Bose car, Corvette. Bose system, 20 watt per channel. It's not the Bose Gold, It's just the standard Bose. That's the one I wished it wasn't. I wished it was the Bose Gold.
I've got a Bose system in my Jeep, which the Jeep's not running right now. But yeah, I have a Bose system in there, and that's the Bose. That's got the real nice stereos and radios for like your house or your camp or whatever. The curve technology, curve speaker technology, and all that. Bose. Paul Harvey used to advertise for them. Yeah.
I like the sound. Do I like the 20 watt, Corvette sound? No, I don't as much. But the Bose Gold I had years ago, man, you could hear the piano keys. You could hear the, Hotel California, the orchestra when they started up back in the 90s. I mean, it was just like, almost like being live in that car.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is when he gets it fixed, like I said, I'm just going to bag the radio up when it's repaired, and I'm going to store it in the closet, and I'm going to buy a $500-something aftermarket, and I'm sticking it in the dash and attaching it to, they actually make a radio now. It's real hard to put a radio in a Bose car because it's got like 2 speaker wires. And a lot of radios won't sound right if you look it up, but they have a kit. This radio is designed to actually supposedly sound good in this car, they claim. Crutchfield claims it is. I think it's 560, 580 for the radio. And it's 50 watts a channel. So I guess my speakers can handle 50 watts. I hope so. If not, I'll take the amplifiers out and go try to get some 50 watt ones. Maybe look on YouTube. Maybe Bose Gold, amplifiers if I can. But they say they're tuned for all different kind of cars. And a lot of people will take them and buy them and stick them in a sports car or a Corvette, and they don't quite sound right because they're tuned for. Bose is really weird about tuning sound. They say over the years for certain vehicles. And I know a lot of people don't like Bose. They claim it has no bass. Let me tell you, my Bose Gold, it had bass.
It depends on how much bass they talking about. I don't like too much bass. All that boom boom, that rattle your window bass.
I don't like that either.
I don't like that. No. I'm not getting in a car that has that kind of equipment. You know,
I can't stand it, man. My son drove up years ago. My daughter had that in the back of his car. He drives up. When I said, all I hear was boom, boom, boom. I went, man, you call that music? My God. When I grew up, the only bass you'd hear was in a song, you know.
Yeah.
Like I'll tell you a good intro bass song, and that's Lover Boy. What is it? What's the name of that song? Turn Me Loose. Got to do it my way or no way at all. Boy, that's real strong bass starting out. That's a bass intro.
Yeah, they got bass licks in the song. Yeah.
Yeah. But outside of making it artificial, I don't care for it at all like that. It's just weird to me. But,
I don't like that boom boom stuff either in the speakers. They drive by my house in the street, all of that boom boom.
Yeah, rattle your windows.
I had a 50-year-old roommate here years ago, maybe 7-8 years ago. He had a car. He claimed he had like $22,500 stereo in it. I went out and listened to it, and he had that boom thing too sound. I got out and I told my other roommate here, the new one, he was here back then too. He's the second time he's been here. I says, that stereo don't sound that good to me. It just don't. And me, I tend, if I'm in a car, typically, especially if I'm cruising for fun, my radio, even 250 watts a channel, it's wide open with the top off. I'm just rocking, or the windows rolled down, one or the other. And I do that. I can't hardly ride around with the radio real low for hours. It bores me. I just grew up with loud music and still gravitate toward it, even now.
See, the music in our day weren't bad. It was listenable. But the rap today drives you nuts. The language is raunchy. Yeah. I mean, how can people go around playing that loud and let anybody hear it and don't care about if they don't want to listen to it or not? They just throw it at you.
Well, I tell you, I may have told this story. My granddaughter, several years back, asked my daughter why she sent me a song. She texted me a song where it says, I'll say it, Hollywood Hose. But of course, they didn't say it that way. And I listened to it for a second, and I go, my God. I text her back, and I says, my God, that song only denigrates women, trashes women, calls them hoes, all kinds of crap. What are you sending me?
Yeah.
I said, what kind of crap do you listen to? I told my own granddaughter that. I just let her sit, and I said, I don't listen to that kind of garbage. It talks about women in a bad way.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid. They just said in that rap song, I would not say it on my live stream. It would kill my channel for sure. And that was bad language in that song you would not believe.
Well, all music dies to a point. Rock kind of goes away like it has. And thank God, they say rap's on the decline, has been now for several years. So,
I'm glad I live in South Louisiana. We ain't got a whole lot of that boom, boom crap down there. We got some, don't get me wrong, but a lot of music down here, you hear Cajun music, Cajun French music, swamp pop music. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, Richard LeBeouf, the Wayne Toops, Boissac Ordwine, all that bunch there, the new guys and the old guys, that's been passed away for 20 years. Oh, yeah, that music still lives on today in cars, You go to Holly Beach, man, they got them parades, Memorial Day, 4th of July. Just every weekend they cruise the beach. They from one end, like on the Sand Road, the North Sand Road, but in front of the camps, they'll go all the way from the east to the west. When they get to the west, they go down to the Southern Road, the one next to it. They turn around, come back to the east, and I mean they jamming, and most all that's Wayne Toops, Richard LeBeouf, your favorite Cajun music,
I told
you got country in there too, So
this time me and you talked, I had a friend, Mike Rollet. His father was from there. He was Cajun, had Cajun in him, supposedly. I don't know if he was born there. I don't know the history, but I know his name was Rollet, and he passed away in 2008 at 45. And
oh man, that's young. That's too young, man.
Drinking vodka and water mixed.
Died drinking vodka.
Yeah.
How much he had in him when he died?
He drank so much every day in water, half a water bottle, just sipping it, 12, 15 hours a day, that they couldn't open him up to get to bleeding ulcers because they said he would totally bleed out. So they just let him lay there, and he basically turned jaundice, and his liver failed, and he died.
Oh, I know a guy who was eating health food, died eating health food.
Wow.
He choked on that shit.
Mike didn't drink heavy, fast. He just like we'd be out in a bar. He'd go out in the truck. He'd take him a few swigs. He'd come back in the bar, or we'd be out, say, shopping or somewhere, and he'd pull it out of his sport coat, take a good sip. So he's basically like a water bottle. He just kept with him all the time. Now,
wait a minute, was he drinking water too, or just plain old vodka?
Half water and half vodka
Oh, okay.
in a disposable water bottle. Yep.
I know a guy that used to drink gin or vodka. I forget. I found some bottles behind my house and stuff that I didn't know he had. He wore them cargo pants, and he would fit a bottle in them pants, in that pants pocket on the side, and you didn't even know that damn bottle was there. Like a flask, one of them skinny flasks.
Yeah.
And one time I come around there, was at work, and was working in the yard, and I come around the corner of the house, boy, and there he was, man. He had a pint, and he was glug, 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 glugging it. And that thing, when he finished, it was half full. I'm like, damn. I'm like, man, you fixing to have a heart attack or something? Nah, I can handle it. I'm like,
According to his girlfriend, and
I said, man, you better not get hurt around here, And so he put that cap back on, and I saw where he put it. That's how I knew where he was hiding. And I forget how old he was when he died. In fact, I didn't even know he died. A buddy of mine said, hey, you knew Kevin died. He was Kevin Heinen. His family was all big farmers. I don't know why he didn't stay farming, and he worked offshore and stuff, and had a bad divorce, messy, and child support and all this stuff. Man, he was getting a check, and it was all going to child support. Hardly nothing for him. So yeah, I don't blame him for what he did. Drinking and stuff, his sorrows away, and couldn't see his daughter. His daughter wanted to see him, and she was under 18. Daughter wanted to see, him, and that's what really turned him to drinking. His daughter.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's how the mama was, and he died. He enjoyed his life. Okay, he did.
Mike Berta, his girlfriend, which I'd known for about 12, 13 years, she told me he drank four of the big giant bottles of vodka. I don't think he did, because I've took him by at least a couple of times to the liquor store when I'd be down there, and we'd be going to a bar and sitting around for a few hours. He'd buy the big, the big bottles. This used to be about $15, a bar brand.
Yeah, like a half a gallon.
750 milliliter. Yeah, the big one.
Half a gallon.
He would buy two of those. So he'd drink at least 2 big bottles of that in a week.
In a week?
In a week.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
But she claimed 4, but I never seen him do the 4. So I don't really know for sure what he would drink.
Oh, yeah, Kevin, he was drinking more than that in a week.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah.
She told me he drank 3 pints a day or 4 pints a day. Shit, that's a fifth, a day. More than a fifth a day.
That's not good.
Yeah, he really. What's strange, the doctor had told him 5 years before, says if you quit now, you'll be okay. If you keep drinking for 5 more years, you're going to die. He died in 5 years, just like the doctor predicted. Liver failure. Didn't know he was going to get bleeding ulcers. That kind of was a byproduct of it. I kind of figured he had bleeding ulcers the way he was always having to take. I got him taking antacids. Told him some stuff that would be good for him, and it helped him. But he got it one day and started throwing up, and apparently his heart stopped, and they had to call the paramedics. They got that back and got him in the hospital, and they said, we can't operate on him. His blood's too thin.
Wow.
He was too drunk. Too much
he wasn't drunk. No, he wasn't drunk, but he had so much alcohol flowing through.
Yeah, in his system, yeah.
Yeah,
he was still drunk. Yeah,
over the
his body was drunk, not his mind, but his body was drunk.
Right. Yeah, he said if we cut him, he will bleed to death.
Yeah.
I said, wow. So basically, he had 2 bleeding ulcers and liver failure. Basically turned into multiple organ failure. Kidneys started acting up. His liver turned real yellow. Yeah.
Oh yeah, his liver went down on it.
Yeah, they claim it was a nightmare. His girlfriend was in there. She was in her 60s. She was hollering. He was 45. She was 60. She was freaking out. And she said, "Oh, the doctor says he's brain dead." And I said, "Really?" I went over and I put my finger down there. And I said, "Squeeze my hand, Mike, if you understand what I'm saying." He squeezed my finger. I said, "He's not brain dead. He's listening to everything we're saying." So doctors are so funny about that in the hospital. They go, "So and so's brain dead." But if you go over there and just put your finger there and say, "Squeeze my finger, are you okay?" And they do, they're not brain dead.
Right.
And I told him I had a puppy. I said, "I bought me a chocolate lab." He never got to live to see it. I had it for 13 years. And his eyes lit up. Boy, he went like, "Oh, wow, yeah," while he was laying in bed. He had one of those ventilators down his throat, too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. And, you don't usually live when you get on one of those. A lot of people don't realize that. My mother was on one for 30 days. And when she come off of it, she couldn't walk. We had to teach her to walk again. And she was real thin and skinny. Lost a lot of weight. And she was conked out for 30 solid days on a ventilator system. From having cancer, had 60% of her liver removed, actually, so, back in the day. My mother was a tough one. We got her walking, got her built back up, and she lived for about a year or so after that. And, that was a hard time, boy, for the family. We had 2 deaths in our family in 1 year, 9 months apart, in the same household. Needless to say, it put a damper on everything. My Corvette days, my wild days. Everybody passed away. I ended up buying my own home, moving out, getting away from my brother. So, hey, Jay Mary.
Hey, Jay Mary.
So I'm ready to go wild again. When I get it, oh yeah, I tend to drive a little wild. I'm ready to get behind the wheel, boy, turn the rock and roll up and go and cruise. Especially on good days. I'm going to cruise up Lake Lanier, Stone Mountain. I'm going to go out of state. I'm going to have a blast. Probably going to go to Florida during the next summer and cruise up and down the roads and raise
Yeah,
canes.
I end up in Austria with the 2 ladies.
Oh, yeah, I wish. But I got a lot of fluids to change. Fluids are old. The power steering fluid's 30 years old, so I got to pull that out, put new in. I got to put the rear end grease, pull that out, put new in. Transmission, I'm putting a new filter in, dump that fluid out, put about 3 or 4 quarts back into it. And I can't get what is it? Not dot.
We're all chatting away.
Dex 2 is what I use. I can get Dex 3, and it's called Duramax for old GM cars. I got some in here now for about $26 a gallon. So you go in auto parts.
It's hanging, Jay Mary. That's about all it's doing, hanging.
Yep.
That right there, guys and gals, that is boudin. If y'all never seen boudin, it's got rice, pork, ground pork, 10 pound of pork, 1 pound of liver. Some people adjust that. It's got onions, green onion tops, and all that stuffed in a casing.
Right.
Yeah, boudin. Jay Mary was like, sausage? Boudin sausage, yeah. That's your tradition down here. On Saturday morning, oh, man. Stores sell out of that. They'll make, like, the best stop. They'll make 1,000 pounds, 1,200 pounds a day. Wow. And they ain't got nothing left at the end of the day. But you got to understand that's one of the most famous boudin crackling places in Scott. And they're right there off the interstate. So, yeah. And there's a lot of people from out of state know about that place, and they want to stop there if they traveling through. I mean, they're not going to drive from Florida just to go there. But if they driving through, they're going to say, hey, yeah, we getting close to Scott. I saw that sign, Scott, 10 miles. They got a boudin place over there we need to stop at. Yeah, and then they see the signs, the billboards, the best stop, boudin cracklings up ahead. And then, oh, yeah, that place will sell over 1,000 pounds a day.
It's called boudin sausage?
Boudin, yeah, boudin.
Boudin, yeah.
Boudin. The N is silent.
Oh, boudin. Yeah.
Boudin. It's a
Boudin.
Boudin, but the N is silent. Boudin. I wish I'd have kept the little tag, and that stuff's like $8 a pound. I don't know why it's so expensive. Pure pork sausage is $5 a pound. why less sausage? Just added, rice as a filler. That's 40 cents a pound. Pork is $1 a pound, and it doesn't even cost the slaughterhouse $1 a pound. Because they selling it for $1.25, so it doesn't even cost them $1 a pound, and they charging $7.50. Man, it's like this. It's ridiculous. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense to sell boudin for $8 a pound when the pork's $1 a pound and the rice is 40 cents.
Because it's a vendor making them sell more.
I love
Well,
it.
it's popular. It's been a delicacy in Louisiana for years. 100 years and more.
I love fried rice and yellow rice. Not too fond about white rice.
Yeah, well, this got white rice. It's cooked rice, and you add the cooked rice to the meat and liquid, and then you stuff it in. You get it the right consistency and stuff it in the case. And I told Missy we're gonna start making our own. We got the equipment right across the street. A buddy of mine has everything, and he's been bugging me. He said, "Man, look, we need to make some sausage. We need to make some smoked sausage." I'm like, yeah, I'm running low. I need to get some. Because I used to make my own sausage when Randy was still alive. We had all the equipment together. I had the grinder, meat grinder. We had the stuffer, the boudin stuffer. Man, we made a lot of sausage out of Clayton Bertrand's. Man, we'd make 200-300 pounds of sausage and tasso at a time. We had a big smokehouse.
Wow.
But I like green sausage. It's not smoked. It's regular pork, pure pork sausage, not smoked. We call that green sausage. Got green onions in it and all that. That might be why they call it green sausage, because the green onion top. We just call them onion tops, not green onion tops. We call them onion tops. But yeah, boudin, man, Saturday morning, that's when the people go really nuts and the stores sell out on a Saturday morning. That's a tradition. Boudin gratons, boudin crackers. But Missy bought a pound the other day. It was like $8, for about 3 of them like this.
Mm.
It was frozen and it's vacuum packed. What's good about vacuum pack, you just put it the whole bag. Don't cut it open. Put the whole, thaw it out first, naturally. Put the whole bag in like a low boil, simmering water, and then crank it up and let it come up to a rolling boil or a boil, and boil it in that bag for 10 minutes. I mean, the boudin mixture is cooked. It's the casing that's not cooked yet. You got to get that up to like 165, I think, something like that.
Mary J's asked you a question, Casey.
Oh, do you have to make it in lengths? Can you not make it? Yeah, you can do. It's better to make a ball. We do boudin balls all the time, and you deep fry them. Oh, you hear Missy in the back? I love boudin balls. Oh yeah, yeah. It's to make a patty. No, a thick patty, big. Yeah, and then cornmeal it. Breadcrumbs. They use breadcrumbs really, or cornmeal. I like the ones that Savoy's and on Veron School Roll in Lafayette. It was on the outside of Lafayette, going toward Youngsville. They didn't call that. They call that Verot, Berot, Verot. They call that area, or Savoy's, because they got a little community called Savoy over there, and they had a place, a little wooden shack, like Acadian style house called Savoy's, and he custom cut meats and all that, and he come out with the boudin ball. That's the first boudin ball ever in Lafayette to come out. Savoy's right there. That place was the original boudin ball, and that was the best boudin balls.
How far do you live from the Robertsons, the Duck Dynasty clan?
Oh, that's North Louisiana.
North?
Yeah, that's North Louisiana. That's West Monroe. Oh, that's about 4 hours from me. That's clean across
Okay.
the state. That's clean up the state from me.
So you're in the south.
I'm
Southern area?
southwest Louisiana.
Southwest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, okay, Lafayette.
Hmm.
All right, you've heard of Lafayette, Louisiana?
Yeah, it sounds familiar. Yeah.
Okay, well, Lafayette, Louisiana.
Mhm.
You go south of that, 30 miles. That's where I'm from, on the coast.
Mhm. Wow.
Uh,
But you
swamp
see some
people.
storms, don't you?
Oh yeah, swamp
ocean.
people. You ever watch Swamp People?
No, I did a
You
little
know,
bit, very little.
The
actually.
gator. Well, okay, it depends on which time period.
Mhm.
The not the early ones with Troy and Liz together. Shoot 'em, Liz. Not
Uh-huh.
the Gator Queen Liz. Not though Troy and Liz together. The ones later when Liz was on her own in Paconya, which that's French for Pacon Island. Her and Christina Broussard. That's Madame Broussard's granddaughter. I saw that little girl when she used to run around in diapers, actually, at her grandma's boat launch. Actually, she wasn't in diapers. She was little back then, but she wasn't in diapers yet. And then her daughters, young, and then they started showing her husband, Justin Shope, with her because she's Liz Shope. She married my cousin Justin. Well, that area where they hunt, that's Pacon Island, and that's my stomping grounds down there. That in Anacostia City,
Mhm.
Market Island, Pacon Island. Yeah,
I'd like to go gator hunting. Kill a gator. That'd be fun.
Oh, in fact, next
Before you eat
Sunday, next Sunday, gator season opens.
Wow. What's the rules of how do you kill it? Certain caliber, or is everything open?
No, that don't matter.
Don't matter.
You can shoot them with a 270 or a 22, a pistol. It don't matter as long as you're catching them legal. Homer, that's to the side. That's in southeast Louisiana.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Manahoma.
Bastrop, yeah, Shreveport and Bastrop. But Shreveport's just to the west of West Monroe.
Yeah.
Bastrop, that's up there too.
Shreveport.
Homer's down southeast. We go down there. In fact, we go south of Homer. We go down to Chauvin and Cocodrie, which that's French for alligator. Cocodrie.
Mm-hmm.
And but that's southeast. Not extreme southeast, but southeast. And I'm in southwest. But you got to have tags for gators. You just can't go out and set lines and hooks, and shoot a gator. No, you can't do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to catch it with a line. I'd just like to run into it with a gun and go pow.
No, gator doesn't taste like chicken. It tastes like frog, and frog tastes like chicken. So I like the legs on a gator. I don't care for the tail. There's some people that they like restaurants. They got fried gator tail, like popcorn gator tail. They got to do it like that because they don't know how to make a roast or cook, gator in a gravy. But it's gonna be in a roast anyway. They don't take the time and get all the fat out of that tail, the tail meat. You got to get all that fat out. If you don't, I mean, even if you do. No, the gator tastes like chicken. When you do the legs, it's a dark meat. The legs are dark meat on a gator because they're always using it. They're always using their legs, and their tail. They're always using it. So, but it's not like dark meat like a duck or a chicken leg. But it's dark meat. It's not dry unless you cook it wrong. But that fat in gator tail, man, it tastes like it smells, No.
I'm not crazy.
give me
I
the tail.
don't even dark meat chicken typically, unless I eat a whole chicken or half a chicken.
Yeah, well, the legs on a gator, it's compare that to a dark meat on a chicken to a white meat. Okay, the moisture consistency, it's not dry. You've ever had fried chicken breast and it was dry?
Oh yeah.
It's like you're like, man, I need about 2 or 3 Cokes to, go with this chicken breast. Yeah.
I got me a Protherm now, so I actually cook my chicken and insert the probe, and when it gets done, I pull it out.
Oh, you get
pull
it
off
right
the grill.
temperature, you yank it out of there. There you go. Hey, Thermoprobe. Yeah, my buddy.
Thermoprobe.
My buddy comes in my panels a lot. Russ, Smoky Ribs Barbecue. They sponsor him, and when he grills and stuff, he's using that equipment.
You do live streams?
He's got 500,000 subscribers. He's real popular. He's in Mississippi. Smoky Ribs Barbecue. Oh, Wayne knows him. Wayne been up in the panel with him already in my live streams.
So you do live streams, Cajun?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. I've never been there. So what day? What time? Every Thursday?
Every Thursday, 7 o'clock.
I used to do 8 p.m. every Thursday for almost a year and a half, 2 years.
Be 8 o'clock your time.
Okay,
7 Central.
I'll check you out.
7 Bayou time.
Yeah, I didn't know you did that. I
Yeah,
already come in
yeah.
and side chat. How many you get in your stream at a time, average?
Oh, I used to have, 60, 70, 80 people in the chat.
Wow.
But I only get 6 up in the panel. Normally I don't have 6. Every now and then I'll have 6 if I choose to,
How many in a side chat, typically?
30, 40.
34. I used to do around near 30 at one time, but
I've
got so inconsistent now.
70.
Most of my followers that used to be in live streams now on panel and the side chat, they don't know, they don't get notifications. They don't know when I stream now. So
Right,
basically, I had to switch my night because it's kind of weird. I brought some guys, me and a guy did into our reloading community, shooting community. They turned around
When
and
I
got
had
big.
that wheel of silver right there, when I was doing the wheels, yeah, buddy, I was, like I said, 70, 80 people.
But I quit streaming on the people we brought into our community started streaming in my time slot on Thursday night and knocked me out of my own time slot, even though I brought them in and invited them into our community. Took my friggin' time slot. So basically, their followers are mine. So I just quit. I just quit streaming. I don't stream. I started streaming Wednesday nights. I think I'm gonna stream Thursday nights at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time for a while. See how that does. Monday night, right before MacMan comes on, typically.
Bros
He's
to
been
give
off
you
too. I've heard that.
Yeah, you take them. You can do a lot with gator legs. You can, debone it, fillet it. Man, gator legs, man, them get huge. Them hind legs on a big gator, and you can like fillet that. Cut it in strips. Have gator strips. Have gator nuggets. You can make a gravy like Missy's making a gravy with regular chicken right now. And that's what, it tastes like chicken. It does. It tastes like chicken. I was messing with you earlier, J. Mary. But it does taste like chicken. We used to go to a bar. There was a pool tournament over there up in Lake Cove. And me and Chris used to cook. We was in the tournament too, but we would cook a free supper for the bar customers, and anybody that came. So and everybody's like, man, this is good chicken. It says, that's not chicken, that's gator. What? Gator? That don't taste like no gator. Well, it's not the tail, it's the legs. Because I used to get the legs from a buddy of mine that worked at the alligator processing place over here, Riceland Crawfish. They do crawfish, peel the tails, and they sell the meat. They got a contract with Walmart for the gator and the crawfish tails. And they were like, man, this is good chicken. Man, y'all know how to cook. That ain't chicken, that's gator. Like, really? I never ate gator taste like that. Well, it's not the tail, that's why.
Be right back.
They were like, oh, okay.
You can keep your gator. I don't eat gator. I stay away from that.
Huh?
I don't eat that stuff.
Gator?
Yeah.
Well, if you would ever come down here and eat it like the way me and Missy cook it, you would love it.
I missed Harbor Freight's last day of their big sale. But they had a huge sale.
I delete every message I get from them in my email. I do. I'm fixing to unsubscribe from. You know, I just
Awesome.
like to see what's going on every now and then. But man, 5 emails a day, come on. That's a little bit too much.
Mhm.
I agree with you. I keep getting all their emails too. It drives me nuts. It's all I do is get a lot of
I
those.
don't even open them. I delete them. Blank, 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 blank.
Yeah, I was going to run to Harbor Freight. They have a huge sale. It ends today, and I missed it. I was gonna
Man,
go
the
to that.
closest one to them is 20 miles, 19 miles.
Shoot, they had a
Man,
DA
that one
but
there is easy. The new one in
Mhm.
Crowley is easy to get to. Once you get in Crowley, it's on the left, okay? The one in Opelousas to the east of me, that's more than 20 miles, and you got to go through town, all that traffic, which is not bad, okay? But anyway,
closest one to
what's
me
the
was
difference between
closest one to me.
Langosino and what's a Langosino?
Closest one to me was about 25
Sten-
miles.
Steno.
We got one here in town now, finally.
What? Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't have to drive 25 miles anymore.
They need to put one here. I guess they got one 20 miles on south and one to the east, so they don't want to put one. I don't know. We need a Waffle House. We need a Raising Cane's over here. What we need.
They had some DA buffers I wanted to buy. I already got one here, Harbor Freight Bauer DA buffer, dual action. But they had a.
I don't know
force
where the
buffer.
Langosino is.
I wanted to get one. They had some Icon wrenches, Icon tools. Believe it or not, are good tools.
Oh, Icon. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know about them. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I want to get a few of those when they go on sale. They were like $59 for a wrench set here today.
Okay.
And I messed around, didn't go. They're done closed.
they
Doggone it.
you can compare them to like Capri tools. Kind of like there's one set of wrenches that's Harbor Freight has. It's the Pittsburgh. The combination, I think the combination wrenches that look exactly like Snap-on. In fact, Power Stroke Jude, a buddy of mine, he was in one of our live streams one night with me and another guy, and he had a set, and he saw that, and he was like, "Wow, those Snap-on?" I said, "No, Pittsburgh." He was like, "What, really?" So he went and bought a set. About a week later, and he put out a video on it. Is Pittsburgh Snap-on? Question mark. And then
Right.
he was showing a set of tools. Okay. He had the same exact set. Same he put his Snap-on wrenches in the Pittsburgh little foam tray thing, that separates them. He put them in there and slid that in the box, and he said, "Oops," he said, I think Pittsburgh or Snap-on made a mistake. Look here. And he had a box of Snap-on wrenches, the set.
Right.
And he opened it up, and every tool in there said Snap-on. Man, you should have seen the comments. Should have saw the comments. Man, you
Snap-on's-
got lucky. But yeah, he finally, he fessed up to it.
Snap-on's overrated. I've used them. Had 'em in the
Yeah.
package.
Oh man, the salesman, the truck has to make money. That's why it's so expensive.
Yeah.
So it's just like Craftsman. You know the price of Craftsman in the stores. Years ago. I'm talking about when they were at Sears in the mall or whatever. Man, they had the tool showroom took up half Sears. Not really.
Craftsman's coming out with a top tier professional wrench set now. It'll be out here shortly.
So he finally fessed up and said, "No, those tools weren't." He said, "I put those tools in that box." He said, "Because those tools are exactly the same, And he says the feel of them, the balance is the same. Now he didn't weigh them, but they felt the same weight.
What, Icon and Snap-on?
Spelling Langostino.
What were you talking about? Comparing Snap-on to Icon? That's what you're talking about?
To Harbor Freight, Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, well Pittsburgh's the bottom line.
But,
Yeah, I don't buy
because,
Pittsburgh.
But Jude said, does Snap-on make Pittsburgh? And then, he showed the Snap-on tools in a Pittsburgh package, thinking that it got mixed up, during manufacturing, and they got accidentally shipped out. But it was him that put his Snap-on tools in that Pittsburgh box.
Wow. I am building shortly a 6.5 Grendel upper for hog and deer hunting. I'm gonna be assembling it in a few days or within a week.
Okay.
Gotta get that done. I'm doing all kinds of things, Wayne. I'm painting the house, remodeling the house, throwing away some furniture, buying some used furniture. I'm getting them at thrift stores, of course. I'm buying 1,000 foot of Cat 6A, and I'm going up in the attic, and I'm running my 3 lines to my bedroom, 2 lines in here to the laundry room, 2 lines into the living room, 1 line into my roommate's room. So I'm gonna put Cat 6A in the whole house in the attic. And I'm gonna have eventually get a Denon $2,000 receiver and turntable, and I'm gonna have a network rack. Right now I'm running my router. I got a near enterprise grade router running right now. It runs around the clock. So it's very big. I got countries blocked. I'm able to block China, Russia, North Korea. I got entire countries blocked in my router right now.
Oh, those look like river shrimp.
And,
Wow.
so I'm doing network upgrades too. and
Weird little
remodeling.
things. I guess they similar, J. Mary. I guess they are similar. Well, look, I gotta go. Wayne, thank you for having me up.
Good
I
seeing
gotta
you,
run.
man.
I got a regular appointment at 6 o'clock. I got a regular appointment at 8 o'clock on Sunday evening. Puller Bear's Garage. You know
I'll
my
catch you
place.
on Thursday night. I'll set my alarm, man, and jump
All
in and
right.
say
Well, I
hello.
appreciate that. Appreciate that. And what you do, you send me an email, then I'll send you a link
Okay,
in the
Oh,
in
wow.
the email for the panel.
I'm honored.
'Cause I
Thank you,
don't
man.
put it. I don't put it in the chat like
I
you
don't
do.
either.
I mean, like
Okay.
Wayne does.
Do
I'll
you give
email
does he have
them.
your email?
That's what I
Okay.
do, Cajun. I do it in email too.
Does he have your email, Cajun?
I don't know, but my email is going to be in the description box on the on YouTube on the live stream. My email is right in the description box. All you got to do, copy and paste.
I
and
have
send
your
me-
email, Cajun.
Huh?
I have your email in my
Okay.
books.
That'll
So
work.
if he wants it, I can give it to him.
Okay.
Mine's simple. ARgun1776 at yahoo.com. So
No, but you might not have Cajun's email. I'm saying if you want it, I can give it to you.
okay, it's up
So
to
you
him.
can.
All right, guys. I got to run. Got that appointment.
All right.
Good
See ya.
seeing y'all. J. Mary.
Take care.
AR. Wayne. As always.
Yeah.
Love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later.
Yeah,
Peace out.
I'll give his email to you.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I like him.
I'll give it in the private chat.
I didn't know he streamed Thursday night. That's the one.
Yeah.
I'll go there and check him out and say hello. Yeah, I'm doing all kinds of stuff. I'm remodeling my house. I got my roommate's room painted out with platinum gray, light gray, silver. I'm on Bit in the Attic. I'm getting 1,000 foot of Cat 6A from True Cable. I'm on a run Cat cable all through every wall. At least the 1, 2, 3, my bedroom, roommate's room, living room, laundry room, and I might do one in the kitchen. I don't know yet. It depends. And eventually I'm gonna have curtains, background curtains in my living room with a network rack with a stereo, turntable, and I'm gonna have curtains, black or red maroon curtains behind my entire big screen TV mounted on the wall. I'm eventually gonna buy a 75-inch Sony and mount it on the wall where it swivels and tilts. And, so I'm having to slowly do this. It's gonna run me. I'm going up in the attic. I'm going to foam all the holes. I got to drill 1-inch holes in the top plates for the walls, and that's where I put the wire down through. And
I'll put it in the private chat. That'll be a private chat, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You put it in here.
Okay.
I have his email because he's a good friend of mine. I have his email. Let me put it in here.
Anyway, I'm gonna be drilling holes in the top plate, and I'm gonna get Smurf tubing, and which is blue, and I'm gonna, when I run the lines down through it, the cat Ethernet cable, I'm gonna foam it and seal it airtight.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, Wi-Fi. We got Wi-Fi in the house. I got a hotspot in the hall, but I don't like Wi-Fi. You're better off always with a hard line if you can do it to your TVs and stuff. But yeah, my router, I got a Unify by Ubiquity called UDM Pro Max, and it's got 2 hard drive bays. I can run security cameras,
There it comes.
door locks on it, and I can put phones on it.
All right,
yeah.
you look in the private chat now.
Okay.
That's his email.
Yeah, I'll copy it and put him in my. Let's see. I'll put him in my address book on Yahoo. Copy link address. Save. Okay, I got it. Appreciate it.
Yep.
I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm always doing little projects because I basically retire and I'm bored. I'm waiting on a car, so I'm painting. This,
Hey,
that,
you see
and the
what
other.
I get? The next equipment I get, you might want one of them when you see them. I'm not
See,
gonna say what it is, but
I can't work in the attic probably for about another 30 days because of the heat, maybe 45 days. But when I do, boy, I'm gonna be up there running. Me and my roommate, we're gonna be running wire down all these walls in this house. But and 6A will actually last me, future proof me. It'll do up to 10 gig speeds, 10 gig.
Hmm.
Yeah. And
I
may
gotta
end
watch
up-
some of my streams out, so I gotta power spray them out from the last job I had.
Okay.
And I got a couple of the screens I gotta clean out from the last job I had like 3 months ago. I didn't get them cleaned out. I'm so busy.
I enjoyed this stream. Thank you for inviting me.
Always invite. You're always welcome up here. Wait till you see my new equipment. I can't wait to show
Yeah.
people.
How can I see it?
Well,
why
I
don't you do
put
a
it-
private video on the backside and show me?
Well, this thing is going to be a video or a live stream. I'll make it a
Okay.
what do you call that thing they put on there? An event? What is it they call it? Like
Premiere.
put
It's Premiere.
Premiere as a video, but it'll look like a live stream.
Yeah, that's Premiere. Yeah, I got you.
And I'll make up a video and put it
Mhm.
on that and let it run.
Send me a notice and I'll jump in the side chat so that way I don't miss it. You got my email. I had ARgun1776 at Gmail. Change that to yahoo.com because I tend to they don't let me get too much. They don't give me much space on Gmail. Yahoo
I held
does.
it relative. I'm ready to down again.
So change my email to yahoo.com. Same thing. ARgun1776 at yahoo.com.
AI Gun 1776
Yeah.
at yahoo.com.
Yeah, instead of gmail.com. I opened that up a few months ago. I can get probably 10,000 emails and they won't close my account down. If I get too much space with Google, they shut my account down. I can't receive no more email.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a bunch of crap.
You know what they do to me every time I have a live stream here with this?
Mm-hmm.
I had like 4K on my YouTube channel, right? They kicked it off, took it away from me. Second time they did that.
What'd they do it for?
I don't know why they did it. I don't know. I had 4K on my channel, and 1 minute it's on again. Twice they did that to me.
So, you uploaded 4K video, right?
No, I had 4K subscribers, and they took one away from me
Oh, I got you.
twice in a row.
I got you. Yeah, I know. I get unsubbed to people. It's weird. Sometimes I go in there and look, and I go, well, I subbed that person. And it's just like software just unsubs you. I don't know if it's the algorithm or what. Some think it's the algorithm. I think it's just happening. Nature of software, to be honest with you.
I think people just want to back out.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could be that too.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about in time, I'm going to put, you know what a NAS is, don't you?
No, what's that?
Network attached storage, similar to a server.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to eventually build one, add one here to my network, and be able to move video over into that and keep it off my main computer here.
Oh,
So I'm doing a lot of networking lately.
I got a video coming up though. They're showing you that the shirts I've done for the return customer. I got one made up with me talking with music mixed into it.
Cool.
I had to edit some of the stuff out because I said some words I shouldn't have said and some bad words, so I had to take it out. So I just
Let's see.
I probably upload it maybe tomorrow sometime because maybe
My
my
Wi-Fi, J. Mary, was furnished by an old cheap plastic router, and I just set it aside and bought me a nice metal router. And it's got 8 ports instead of 4. So it's, I'm gonna put it in a network rack. I'm gonna buy like a 24 switch, port switch, and I'm gonna buy a UPS backup system. That way, if the power goes down, my ONT on my fiber optic and my internet will run maybe for an hour. If my power goes off, I'm not sure. Maybe I could be wrong on the hour, but so I'll eventually have battery backup for it and all that. So I could say here basically with the power down and still stream.
Oh, okay.
Especially
right?
if I put, well, I couldn't stream long in here, but I still would have access to internet for an hour. I could go on
You
my
have a
PC.
firewall too, right? When you hook it up, right?
Yeah, I'm behind a firewall now with this new router. Yeah. That's why I got those. I got all these countries blocked.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I'm also going through Cloudflare for a DNS server. That way, my ISP cannot tell what websites I go to now, because I'm going through a different DNS server.
Like
I
VIP,
set that up.
Like VIP, right?
Well, it's when you get internet to ISP, they know every site you go to. Now, will they do anything about it? No, but you don't. They know it. My system, because I bought it, I can block them. They cannot tell where I go to. They don't know what website I go to at all. They're in the dark.
Oh. But VIP, you have something that you can block and be private.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't do VIP. There's VPNs, I think is what you're thinking about. Private.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, virtual private network. But I also have VLANs. Like I got the main channel, I got a guest, I got IoT, which is Internet of Things. I've got a camera. VLAN. VLAN is virtual, different networks. It's virtual on software.
Oh, okay.
So I got like 3 or 4 of those. And my Wi-Fi is looks like a flying saucer on the ceiling. Yeah, little flying saucer. I may do a little video on it. Now you can see it. Yeah, it's a round little TV with a little round blue light on it. And now eventually I'll have all that wire, in there. Right now I got all my wire ran in the ceiling with nails all the way through the kitchen and right here to my computer. This wire here will eventually be put in the attic, run down the wall, and there'll be an outlet right here in time. I'm tired of this wire's in the way. I mean, it's not my way, but it looks bad running through the house, along the
Yeah,
wall.
I know what you're saying.
It's actually Cat 6. I'm going to put Cat 6A in, which costs 1,000 feet of Cat 6 going to cost me $397.
Yeah, you asked if I had more emotion. I do have a lot of that left. I have a lot of screen coding stuff left. So
Yeah, I eventually want to get a T-shirt made, maybe something, my channel thing on it from you one time. I'd like to have a few T-shirts like that.
maybe you'll get something else to go with it too. Who knows what the future will hold?
There you go. Now they're playing some more Beatles music. They're playing.
All right, I'll let you go. All right, you go. Go to Dave playing with your ladies. All right.
Gotta go look at my ladies and have some sweet dreams tonight.
Good night. Don't get lost too far.
Take care.
Bye.
Good to see you all on the side chat. Have a great day.
He's going off to Austria's land now to listen to his girls. All right, Mary. Is Mary J. Stone, is Rita gonna have a live stream tonight, you think? Let me know if she is, because if she does have one, I'll be there. I always have the notifications anyway, but we're gonna end this now. Mary, I will see you again on my channel. So have a good night. And if Rita's gonna have a live stream, I'll get the notifications anyway if she does go live. Right now, we're gonna end the stream now. I've been on here for 2 hours, so we're gonna. Yeah, you too. Take care now, Mary. Thanks for coming in, and I'll see you again. God bless, and have a good night. End it now.